Welcome to Cosmic Comics, Games and Collectibles, your zen of geekism. We carry comics old and new, magazines, toys, games like Pokemon, Magic, D&D. Want Godzilla, Ultraman, Star Trek, Ninja Turtles, Funko Pops? You'll find it all here. Shop our Cosmic Sound Room and pick up a record or two. Enjoy our Comic Coffee Lounge with a cup of Sasquatch coffee or a delicious menu item while geeking out over a super cool movie on our big screen. Come by and say hello to Maui. Cosmic Comic, Games and Collectibles. Superman loves us, and so will you.
Again. Here's the plan. We're going to do our best to make friends, score the best cookie route, and take home the crown. But if things go south... Gus, wait! You didn't knock! Hello? 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 We're going to be brave and do our best. Oh my! What's this? A human child? From the creator of Machi, the Lazy Witch, this cookie season, things are about to get spooky. Join Audie Audley in her adventures in the first issue of Cookies and Scream. Brought to you by the Scream Team. Character inks and designs by Gilly Art. Flat colors by Izuru Monroe. Background pencils by Lauren Radiker. Writing, lettering, and colors by Raven Monroe. Made possible with your support.
And good evening, everybody. I am RJ Carter, Senior Managing Editor here at CriticalBlast.com. And wow, this is supposed to be a comic book show, but right now I'm kind of counting the days until the Cookies and Scream Halloween special after watching that trailer, because that's animation. That's not slideshow. That's not panels going by. That's amazing stuff. So let's just jump right in and talk to the lady behind this, Raven Monroe.
Hi.
Raven, how are you tonight?
I am doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great, but you know what? Wow. Okay. I had computer issues today.
Mercy.
On top of all my life issues, I had computer.
I hear you.
And I cleaned out the cache, and now everything's asking me for my password again. And whatever setting I had on StreamYard, it's not caught up yet, because I'm looking at my little preview square here, that I can see while I'm talking, and it's like I'm in a Japanese monster movie, because mouth is moving and then words come later.
You're moving perfectly fine on my end.
It's messing me up. It's like,
oh no, mercy.
I stop so I can catch up with myself. I'm like, wait, I don't have to do that.
Oh man, no, you're looking great over here, man, and you're doing good.
Well, speaking of doing great, your Kickstarter is kicking start.
I'm overwhelmed. Everyone's been so wonderful and come out of the woodworks to support the project. I'm floored with the response. It's crazy.
You have fans in the chat too. Undead Ramen is here.
Hello, Undead Ramen. Hello.
She adores you. And so Tank Ferret's out there too, and then he notices that I'm here. Oh, hi, RJ.
Oh no, mercy.
Now, what have you done before this? This is not your first rodeo. This is,
Yeah, this is gonna be my second comic coming to Kickstarter. technically my third, because my first Kickstarter was actually an issue 1 and issue 2 combination.
Okay.
So yeah, Cookies and Scream is on its own right now on just issue 1 as we're working on the other issues. But my first Kickstarter was the first 2 issues since it was just me and not a team. This time I have a really, really cool team. You saw in the animation, we got an amazing crew together for this. We call them the Scream Team. I love them. They're amazing. But yeah, so my first project was actually Machi the Lazy Witch back in 2019. So it's been a minute.
I kind of remember that. Yeah. We went. The world went on hiatus.
It was crazy what had happened. Yeah.
But that's your second crowdfunded book. I mean, have you done other books before this?
These are my first babies.
Come on, you've done something.
I did a coloring book. That's about it. Other than that, like my whole career has been based off of commissions and my own art. But it was Machi that kickstarted it all for me, and then Cookies and Scream is picking up the mantle as I'm working on issue 3 of Machi. So
so how do you go from doing commissions to moving into Machi the Lazy Witch? I mean, what was the impetus where you got up that morning and said, comic book?
I appreciate you asking that. It's such a crazy story. So just after I'd gotten out of the Marine Corps, I'd been doing commissions here and there, very spotty. A lot of, and maybe some other creators can relate to this, I created a character, Machi, and I desperately wanted to build a world around her. So I sat down one night and I just started writing out a story like, oh, what could Machi be? And I was like, oh, let's just say Machi the Lazy Witch. And then that's what stuck with me. Literally the title came and it stuck with me from then on. So I said, you know what? I would really love to make like a manga. But at the time I wasn't really confident in how an American mangaka would do. So I thought maybe I'll try a comic instead and we'll see how that goes. Because I've been reading comics since I was a baby, I swear. I started with the Powerpuff Girls back when they did the monthly releases. My aunt got me into those. Bless her heart. And
where did you get comics growing up?
What's that?
Where did you get comics when you were growing up?
Oh man, so I got most of them in the mail because of my aunt. She got me that subscription. And then after that, it was conventions. There weren't that many comic shops in my area growing up. I'm sure you know, being in Arkansas, we are limited.
There were 2 in Little Rock.
Yep. Oh no, really?
Oh, Michael's on my show every other Saturday on the LCS guys.
Snap.
He closed during COVID because Diamond quit shipping. They didn't close his store down because it's Arkansas. There was no closure. But he had no product, and his staff all said, well, this comics thing is going under because Diamond's down. I need to find a real job. And he was running 2 stores as one guy. And
bless him, man. I can't imagine. That's got to be gutting. Oh, man.
But you found conventions to go to anyway, so.
Yeah, there were a couple of anime conventions in my area growing up, and it was so funny. I used to go and, because me and my brothers, we grew up drinking soda. We drank more soda than we drank water. Dr. Pepper, the good stuff.
Yeah, the good stuff.
Yep. And we had this big pile of cans outside in our front yard, a huge mountain. And we would crush these cans and put them into bags, and Dad would take them up to the recycling center, and Dad would give us the money from that. And that was how I was able to afford to go to conventions.
So when did you start drawing, though?
Oh, man. I think I started drawing casually as a kid, but it wasn't until maybe 5th or 6th grade I started to get a little more serious about it. And it's funny. It's really funny how it happened. So there was a boy in one of my classes. Isn't that always
the case?
I know. There was a boy in one of my classes I had a big old crush on, and I remember him and his friends talking about this TV show that they were watching called Naruto. And I was like, oh, I want to watch that. Maybe we could talk about it. And I forgot all about him once I started watching the show.
Oh. So your key to getting into talking to the guy became, I don't need you anymore.
I was like, I don't need you. don't need
Yeah,
you.
Naruto.
What's this, Akatsuki? You know, like I was so into anime after that. I forgot all about him. It was so funny.
That's
So
I'm sexist, RJ, but it does seem like women and girls really get drawn into anime more than guys do. So you've seen it, you remember getting hooked into it. What is it? Is it hormonal? Is it this, like, the cutesy style, or the storytelling?
it's so much of it. Like the characters are so interesting. It's like I love a good story. I love a good gossip. I love history class. George Washington did what? I want to know about it, right? Like I want to know a good story and some good gossip. And that's what a lot of anime gives you, is these crazy wild stories that you're like, wow, I've never heard that before. So that's kind of what drew me into it. That, and the characters looked so cool. And I was like, I want to be half as cool as that. So I started drawing these characters because I was like, oh man, I wonder if I could draw myself as a character, if I could make my own character for this show. And that's where I got started with the whole art thing, It's like fan art of Naruto.
And I'm trying to understand it. I've started watching some animes. Like, I've reported on comics and read comics all my life.
Yeah.
Which is way too long. So I need to know about this anime stuff. I watched Death Note. I'm like, that's really good to right here.
Yeah.
This could have been taken off.
Mhm.
So now I'm watching Sword Art Online, and I'm
that
like,
one's okay. The story,
it's okay.
it's
I'm
okay.
like, Kirito, come on, stop crying.
Yeah, that's one of the things with Sword Art Online. A lot of people make jokes about how the main character's written and how he has this insatiable plot armor, which, yes, but also some people enjoy that in a story. So it is what it is. I'll have to.
He said he wanted to sleep with her, and she thought one thing. He just really wanted to sleep. And it's like,
It's real silly. It's all goofiness.
that
That's the joy of anime, is that it's so out there. It's so crazy,
He's gonna rescue Asuna, and I'll have a happy ending at the very end. And I know that.
Yeah, it's pretty predictable in that anime. Yeah, I can hear you.
But you came in through the anime.
Yes.
And there's different styles too. I mean, there is the Naruto, and then there's the chibi. It goes from chibi all the way to Ghost in the Shell kind of things. It's like,
yeah, it goes crazy from like sugary sweet to like heavy metal, like really strong. I hear ya. Oh, super quick, we got Pops in the chat. I want to say hi to Pops.
Yeah, Pops has shared the stream. Thank you, Pops.
Oh, I love
Appreciate
Pops.
that.
We got Robert in the
out
chat
here as well.
too. Nice.
Yeah,
Love that.
a girl's in our comic stream, Robert.
I'm here. But yeah, no, that's what I loved about it. And I loved seeing the different art styles of it. And it was actually from anime and reading like the Powerpuff Girl comics growing up that I started going to conventions and exploring like what else there was out there. And then when I was in the Marine Corps, I got to meet so many interesting people who had different hobbies and different passions. And I was recommended a whole bunch of different medias to watch and shows to get into. And it was actually after I got out, I was in college for accounting of all things. Me, an accountant. Can you imagine?
Sure, absolutely. Why not?
Oh, I could never. I'd much rather do this. But yeah, so I actually met my buddy Brian Ball, who was working on a comic, and I never met someone who was actually working on something like that before in my life. So he told me about his process, and it really inspired me. And I was like, wow, I wonder if I could do that. I would really like to share some stories I've written and some characters I've drawn with the world. I wonder if people would be into that. So that's what had happened.
Well, you're doing that now with Cookies and Scream issue 1. Look at that, $4,028 of a $3,000 goal. That means you have to produce now, girl.
It's already happening. It's already happening.
Yeah.
I got the pages open here. I'm coloring them right now. Like it's almost done.
Oh, good deal. I love to hear that it's almost done. That makes people happy when they're going to back something. So comparing Cookies and Scream to Machi the Lazy Witch, what's the is it outperforming? Is it about the same as?
It is so outperforming. Machi the Lazy Witch was my first ever Kickstarter, first ever introduction into the comic scene. So I was new and I didn't really have anyone who knew who I was or wanted to keep up with who I am or what I'm doing. But over the past 2 years, I've met some really great friends, and some people have decided to stick with me along this crazy ride. And those numbers are insane compared to Machi. Machi, the first day Machi launched, it had 21 backers. And this is day 3, and we've hit a stretch goal already. Like, it was fully funded in 7 hours. Machi took like 2 weeks to get fully funded. Cookies and Scream took 7 hours, and I'm absolutely floored. Like, I'm so honored. Like, it's insane. It's insane.
The cool thing is that, Machi did get funded, so it's,
Yes.
it's already an accomplishment for a first Kickstarter.
Yeah, I was blown away then too. Yeah.
So that one there, you were carried by the art. Once people saw it, they would get it.
Yeah.
So what's the what's causing this one to be so much more successful?
That's a great question. I think it might be a multitude of things. I've been promoting Cookies and Scream for the past 5 months, consistently sharing it out. There was a pre-sign up as well, which I think helped a lot, because with Machi there was no pre-sign up. It was just boom, here it is. But with this, I had the pre-sign up, and it notified people who were interested. So I think that helped a lot. I think the team that I put together helped a lot. I think just this may have just been a really good time, because everyone's going to be getting this comic in their hand by Halloween. So instead of Machi when it launched in October, this one's launching before, so you'll have it ready for Halloween. It's kind of a Halloween themed book again. I love the spooky stuff. I can't help it. So I think that's what's made it so successful. It's just the people coming out and the numbers that they have. It's insane. It's insane.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is a September delivery, and your coloring page right now, September's next month, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure you've got a calendar.
It's literally, we've got them inked, lettered, flatted. They are good. I'm just doing the finishing touches. They're ready to go.
Robert Roberts wants to say to thank you for your national service. Were you a Royal Marine, served in Afghanistan?
Oh, bless. No, I wasn't anything of that nature. I was just standard Marine Corps heavy equipment operator, 1345 in Iwakuni, Japan. That was it. I didn't do too much cool stuff. Oh, yeah, I'm so excited to relaunch Machi. I'm really excited to show you guys how much has changed since 2019 versus now. Like, I've taken so many classes and done so much research to improve my lettering, my backgrounds, my characters. Like, it's night and day, and I'm really like embarrassed about issue 1 and 2. I'm like, no, don't look at it, because it's so much better now.
Don't look at me.
I know, exactly. I'm like, no, but I'm grateful that people have enjoyed it nonetheless. So it's really great.
So you talk about studying the art and working on improving the backgrounds and the foregrounds. What else is between the foreground and the background? I guess there's something in the middle.
Yeah.
But have you have you done much studying on sequentials?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. I've done a lot of research in how to so instead of drawing backgrounds now, so here's an example. When I did issue 1 of Machi, I drew the backgrounds just out of my head as I thought they would be. Oh, bless. Yeah, Pops is the best. I would draw the backgrounds out of my head. Now I build 3D models so that I can have really consistent backgrounds. So I can rotate the model and make sure everything is matching up with how it should look in real life. So I learned that through my studies, and it's helped so much. That's also used in Cookies and Scream as well. I actually built a 3D model of TC Rockets, which is the comic book shop inside the comic, also based off of the real TC Rockets here in San Diego, who happen to be my amazing publishers now. So I built a 3D model of their shop, and that's what we use in there. It's one of the big things that's really changed comics for me. That's a huge thing.
All right. So as we're scrolling through here to get a little understanding of what the story's about, we're going to see some tiers off to the left side here. Kickstarter is my bane when it comes to sharing screens, because they got the 2 rotating screens.
I know.
And when I try to point to it, I can no longer read it.
I know, it's the worst, man. I wish that they would do something about it.
but I want to, we're stopping at the first one here. We go past the tip jar stuff.
Yeah.
People are, I'm selling product here.
Yeah.
Digital delights. I know we have people in our chat who are specifically hooked on digital by necessity. Robert, you're out there, I know, up in the tundra laying pipeline, and you can't carry your white boxes with you. So,
oh mercy,
this is that's your tier right there. Digital with the digital wallpaper and a surprise character icon.
Yeah. So with Machi, I had 4 character icons drawn. You can get one of 4 characters in the comic, and I'm doing that for this as well. So you'll get a little cute little avatar, a little icon of 1 out of 4 characters. It'll be randomly given to you. It's like your government assigned character from the comic. Like it's just a fun, goofy thing. I thought the digital fans would enjoy.
All right. So, I'm not even. I thought I'd see a cover or art here, but I'm getting stretch goals already.
I just updated it. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm looking for interior pictures here.
Oh yeah, scroll on down, you'll see them.
Because I want to get into story. That's what sells.
There it is.
Okay, so little Audie Audley. I love that, and she's one of the Sugar Scouts.
Yeah.
So story time. Tell us,
Story
Auntie
time.
Raven, what's the story about?
All right, so here we go.
So Cookies and Scream is about Audie Audley and her best pal in the world, Gus Gus. He's that big old lizard. So Audie and Gus have a hard time fitting in with the Sugar Scouts, who are these real snooty, goody two-shoe type characters who are just all about selling their cookies and winning the tiara of terrific transactions. But Audie and Gus, they've never won. They've never had a chance. They always get kicked out of the groups, and they're always by their lonesome. So this year, when they get kicked out by their lonesome, they say, you know what? We're going to win that tiara, Gus Gus. We're going to take that home. So they go up to the first house that they're given, and it happens to be a huge, spooky mansion. And when they go to knock on the door, Gus runs through the pet door into a portal, which takes them to the spooky side of town. Where there's vampires and werewolves and ghost cats and all sorts of crazy, wacky creatures. So the comic begs the question, if you give a monster a cookie, it's just super goofy.
Now, I'll tell you, when I saw the trailer part where, he runs through the door and he opens it up and there's the 2 witches, the very first thing I thought of was Coraline.
Yes, it's a direct nod to Coraline. Coraline was a huge inspiration for this.
Okay. I just want to make sure I wasn't dreaming things there.
No, you got it. Spot on. Yeah, Cookies and Scream is kind of like a scary godmother meets Alice in Wonderland meets Coraline type story. It's super, super lighthearted, way more lighthearted than Machi the Lazy Witch. Machi kind of addresses some heavier topics later on, but Cookies and Scream is super sugary and sweet, like all the way through. So yeah.
Okay, so while Audie is wearing looks like a witch's hat here, she's not one of these creepy, spooky characters herself. She's just an outsider.
Yeah. She loves spooky things too. She just loves the craziness. She also reads comics like crazy, hence TC Rocket's inclusion in it. So she likes to dress up as her favorite characters from her favorite witch stories. And that's why she has the little hat.
And you got 2 different covers that people can pick from here. My mouse will cooperate with scroll. And there's a team of people here. So what's everybody else doing?
Yes. So we have my brother, Izuru Monroe. He's doing the flat colors on the comic for me. He also helped out with the flat colors of Machi. So he's amazing, literally a blessing. I trained him myself, and he does such a good job. I love that boy. And then there's Gilly. Gilly Arts is fantastic. And I have links to all of the creators at the very bottom if anyone's interested in checking out their work. But Gilly is an animator, a character designer, a comic sequential artist. And it was actually her work that inspired Cookies and Scream back in October of 2020. I was scrolling through Twitter, drinking a cup of coffee, and I saw these designs that she had done for another client of these like monsters, like these kaiju. And I was like, oh, those look so cool. I love this art. And then I started thinking about, man, what if a Girl Scout sold cookies to monsters? That would be cool. I wonder if I could get her to do the art for it. So I reached out, and sure enough, she was like, yeah, let's do it. And I was like, yes. So she did all the character inks for the whole comic. And then I went and found another artist named Lauren Radiker. And she does fantastic background pencils, like background sketches. And she just fills the scene so beautifully, and it complemented Gilly's art so well. I said, oh, let's just marry the two together. I'll come in with the finishing inks and the colors, and it'll all be beautiful. And that's what we've got. And I'm so floored. They're so talented.
And now I'm remembering the Addams Family scene where, you want to buy you some Girl Scout cookies? Are they made of real Girl Scouts?
Yeah.
So let's scroll up another tier here. This is for $7. $7. There's no book with this, but
no, this is just a blind box. So
blind box of bewilderment.
Blind box of bewilderment. So in the comic, there are Sugar Scout cookies, and they all have different packaging. And I thought it would be really cute to have little blind boxes to where you can get one out of the 7 designs. So that's what this is for. It's for anyone who wants to try their hand at getting one of the Sugar Scout cookie box pins. They're these little hard resin pins.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're like 1 by an inch by 75 centimeters. So it's almost a 1 inch by 1 inch scale. They're super
pull
cute.
Back thing on it that, you stick it through and then you clamp it on the back.
Exactly. You got it.
Love those.
Yep. And I have pictures of them later on down, so you can see them later if you'd like. But yeah, so that it comes with that. It comes with a postcard from either Dreadville, where the story takes place in the beginning, or the spooky side of town. So you can get a postcard from one of the two. It's totally random. And then you get 3 stickers. So.
And the stickers we'll see too in a little bit here, I'm guessing.
Oh, the stickers I haven't put up just yet. I'm still finishing them. Yeah.
Are they like die cut character stickers?
Yeah.
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 Cool.
The good
Sticker
ones.
mule.
Yeah, I know, right?
They do it all. $15. Now we're at the physical tier.
Yes.
$15 is for what you're getting on here. This is a great deal. You get your physical book. How many pages?
It's going to be 27 story pages, and I'm looking to add 3 to 4 bonus pages. So we're going to have a fan art gallery, a Q&A with the cast, and I might be adding it as a stretch goal if we get there. A couple of pages of like bonus content of like Audie and Gus just being cute at home or something. Gus trying on different sweaters maybe because he's got such a fabulous sweater.
A lizard with a fashion sense.
You know.
Yeah. You get the digital with this as well. You get your surprise character icon and the digital wallpaper, the postcard, and a bookmark.
Mm-hmm.
Shipped anywhere in the world for a price.
Yeah.
And then for $20, you get the blind box of bewilderment that's not quite so blind.
Not quite so blind at all. In fact, she has glasses.
Yeah, it's actually like the obvious obelisk of I don't know. I lost it.
I hear you though. I hear where you're going, man. Yeah. So this is gonna come with all of the pins, and I'm gonna try to toss in some bonus goodies for that one as well. So yeah, you get the whole set, every cookie pin that's available.
It would be a cool bonus.
What?
Not for me, because it just wouldn't work.
Okay.
A cloth sash.
Yes, I've been thinking about that because now for the stretch goals we have patches, the Sugar Scout patches, and one of them was already unlocked. So I'm gonna look into that and see if we can get some sashes made.
See, I was just thinking the pins could go down it, but yeah, if you're gonna have badges too, then patch badges. That would be awesome.
Heck yeah.
That's what I do, Raven. I spend other people's money when I'm.
That's fair, man.
I have them on here. It's like
I'm not mad about it. I appreciate the suggestions.
$30. The double stuffed cover A and B. You get both covers. And I'm guessing on the previous one you had a choice when you check out. Pick cover A, pick cover B.
So you get cover A by default.
Okay.
Because that was done by our original artist, and for this one you'll get cover A and cover B.
Okay.
So yeah.
Is cover B available as an add-on when you check out?
I'll go ahead and put that in after this. I don't have it available just yet, but I'll put it in after this. So I appreciate you.
I'm just asking.
No, it's a good question. It's a really good question. I appreciate you asking.
So you get both covers. You get the digital. The surprise. You get everything. two times the postcards. So
Yeah. You get the full set.
I wonder if anybody's ever mailed one, because I got a postcard. I had a postcard in one of my comic things that came in recently. I put it away already.
Oh,
I should mail it just to freak somebody
that'd
out.
be cool. That'd be really cool. Someone would love that.
Oh, so now I can look at these with the pictures on. I don't have to keep scrolling over here.
Yeah.
The variant cover, which is where we were just at, which is a $30 tier. Limited edition hand painted figure. What?
Yes. We have this really cool figure of Audie and Gus sitting on a pumpkin with little button eyes. It's limited. I think we only have 22 or maybe 20 left. And then that's going to be it. The other 5 have already sold out. We had a version that was solid, like gold. That one sold out. And the one on the hand painted one, that one's going to be like hand painted, full color, really cute. But yeah, those are limited. We're not going to be making any more. There's only 20 left. My bad. There's only 20 left.
So how did you even make these? Are these a 3D print of something, or
Yeah. They're 3D printed.
Okay.
My publishers, they're fantastic. They said, hey, we've got this amazing 3D modeler. If you want to make any figures or statuettes, and I was like, oh, let's do it. And I gave them the drawing, and the drawing is further down, I believe. But I gave them this drawing, and they mimicked it to a T. They got everything about it just right. Like the shapes are perfect. It's literally exactly how I drew it. They were
so is this good. Like stand up and rotatable, or is this like a flat back? Because it's hard
stand
to
up
tell.
and rotate. It's a whole thing.
Okay. Because just looking at the 2 pictures here, it kind of looked like it was like those Christmas ornaments you get at Hobby Lobby that are made out of plaster.
Oh no, I would cry. No, these are the full round bottoms with the pumpkin. You can see the back of the hat. It's super cute.
Very cool, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you still get both books. You get 2 surprise pins. It's a 4 inches. That's a 4-inch figure. That's big.
Yep.
You get
Size
an
of a
11 by
coffee
17 print. Yeah, that's okay. That's the big package. What's gone? The digital early bird digital is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we won't even look at that. But here's the jackpot. You
Yep.
get everything. 4-inch figure, painted gold.
Mm-hmm.
Fancy. And a character cameo. So a cute, sweet little chibi-esque you can appear in. Oh, wait a second. Can appear in what?
In the next issue. It's going to be
next issue.
Yeah, in the 4-volume long series. You could have yourself represented any way you want, as either a person or a monster. So you can have your own monster persona. For my patrons, I actually have a patron exclusive cover coming out for them for Cookies and Scream, where we've gone in and designed them as monsters, and it's them doing like a group photo with Audie and Gus on the cover, so everyone gets their own monster persona. But that was just for my patrons.
And I just noticed this is no longer available.
Nope, it was gone within like the first 3 hours. It's crazy.
That's awesome though, that 5 people said, yeah, I believe in this that much that I want here. She's got buttons for eyes. What happened to her? Did the other mother get her?
I figured it'd be a cute little nod to the other horror stories.
Oh, so 25 of those so 20 of them painted multicolored, or are they going to come just printed single? So you're going to hand paint them?
Yeah, I'm going to be hand painting.
Purple hat and all that stuff.
Yep.
And then the ones that people pay more for, it's like, I'm just spray painting these suckers.
I gotta do it fancy. I gotta do like the finest gold with some glitter. Like it's
I was gonna say gold glitter. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe like two different colors of gold, so you can get in those creases with like a finer texture.
So yeah. Do some shading with the gold. Yeah, it's gonna be
making
good.
Making her work.
If I'm cool with it, I'm all right with it.
So here are the 7 pins.
Yes.
Guys, it's like the 7 Horcruxes. We're just fighting them and fighting them all. You got your lime ups.
Mm-hmm.
You got your do re mi. I love this do re. I love these thick mints. Yes.
Yeah.
I need to make thick mints.
They are already here. I've got a package of them in my living room right now.
I can go through a box of thin mints all by myself in relative short time.
Same. Just inhale them.
Freezing them does not slow me down, by the way.
Nope.
But they are still good that way.
They're so good. Either way, like I'll be eating them after I buy them. As soon as I buy them, I'm just inhaling. Love them.
S'mores.
S'mores.
Yeah, it's a double stuffed s'more.
It's a big s'more.
Now I'm thinking. I've never tried that before, and I'm the guy that like gets the double stuffed Oreo.
You gotta do it, man. You gotta do it.
You know I'm a tubbo. I mean, come
Oh
on.
mercy.
But I get like the double stuffed Oreos, and I take the top off, and I eat the cookie, and I put the thing down, and then I get another one, and I take the top off, and I eat the cookie,
Make it
and
even
I smash
bigger.
them together,
Yeah,
and then I
that's how
pull
you
it
do
off,
it.
and I put the I'm ashamed to admit how many stacks I've made of a single thing of like, yeah, that's enough white stuff.
Oh, I used to do the same thing, except I would take sprinkles and roll it in sprinkles like on the side, and then I eat.
Genius.
Thank you. It looked pretty. It was
Unicorn
colorful. Exactly. It was good. Man.
Bad boys.
So sad dudes. They look so sad.
I'm sorry. Who would eat a cookie called Sad Boys though? I mean,
Me.
you-
I would.
well,
Whenever you're having a rough day, just go get some sad boys. You know?
and
all right.
it took me a second to get this when I'm like, you're tag along.
You got it.
and yeehaws.
Some yeehaws, you know? Instead of dosey-dos.
You you probably couldn't do this. Someone would stop you. But and you're too close to fulfilling.
It's good.
But dang it, wouldn't it be cool if you just bought some Girl Scout cookies and printed up some boxes and
Listen.
repackaged them?
I really want to. Like I really do want to.
Even if you don't do it for crowdfunding, if you just had them out at a convention, that way you could just slide them in the box and then slide them out like you just opened the box. You wouldn't
That's
have-
brilliant.
And then just because I've seen people do it, and I've done it when I've had my Alice's Journey Beyond the Moon signings. I'd have like a little dish of candy or cakes, and I had a little thing there that said "Eat me." Just food attracts people.
That's how you get me.
And cookies will bring the kids who will then see the book, and then you're like,
I love
yeah,
that.
these are the
I'm gonna
cookies-
have to do that now. That's brilliant.
These are the cookies that this little girl is selling in my comic book. Don't you want to have your mom and dad buy it for you?
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. I love that. I'm gonna have to do it now. But now the question is, which one?
No, that's not the question. The question is, do you have room on your table for all 7?
Oh, okay, there we go. Do we have the tables?
Just line them up.
I love that.
Well, yeah, because you only have to have 7 boxes out, and the others you can keep behind you. Just refill them. Because it's a real thing of Thin Mints, and you pull. No, it's a real thing of Thin Mints, and then you just open the thing, pull the tray out, and slide the tray back into your reusable box. I almost said that you have to get the double stuffed Oreo mint things, and then actually take the slicing and spreading and putting them between 2 Thin Mints, put them in the box.
I would do that for the sake of a display. I'm gonna be honest, I would.
Yeah.
So.
But I'd had them all eaten before I got.
The self-restraint, I hear you. I struggle.
I'm not so sure I could survive eating Thin Mints with Oreo stuff, mint stuff between them. That I might explode an artery.
That's how I want to go.
Budget. Yeah, she's got to spend the money.
Yep.
And trust me, as a shipper, I get it. Why back cookies and scream? Because it's the cutest freaking thing that's on the internet right now.
Thank you.
And if you haven't already noticed, if you look right below the video, first line of the description is the link to this Kickstarter. So,
Bless. Thank you, man.
Set up so that it won't even take you away from the video. You can still listen and watch and be in a completely different window and get out there and back. Did that thing just change 4,035?
It did. We got another backer during the stream. Thank you so much, dude.
This is what we call, Raven. This is what we call our shake and bake moment.
Love it.
It's a shake and bake.
Shake and bake, and I help.
I love that. That's so cute.
So, anytime somebody backs during our stream. And by the way, we count anything that causes it to go up during our stream. If they could have just been wandering the internet and walked into Kickstarter and said, I like this. Like,
That's all right.
We're claiming it.
Rightfully.
So, gosh, in 27 days to go, you can only just go up from here.
I'm floored. Like, we have 7 different Sugar Scout patches, and
we blew past that to get to story. Let me get to that.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah. So I only have the first 2 showing right now because I didn't want to overwhelm everyone with a huge blurb of hello, here's stuff. But now we're working
7, just like the cookies.
Yeah. You gotta keep it even. The consistency is key.
You either do 3 or you do 7 or you do Robert Jordan. Those are the 3 numbers, you know. That's
fair. 3 and 7 are my favorite numbers, anywho. And Robert Jordan, I don't know who that is, but he sounds nice.
Oh no, George R.R. Martin.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I have no idea how many books there are going to be. It's not finished yet, and I'll never finish it.
Mercy.
Yeah, Robert Jordan did Wheel of Time, and he died before it was completed, and had like a bajillion books in it with a cliffhanger. Somebody came in and finished it for him, but.
Oh, well, good for that person finishing it up. But
remember that old people out there doing your Kickstarters and wanting to get your comics out. Tick tock, man. You only have so much time. So the bravery patch and the friendship patch. I was going to ask it. I was going to ask, what do you got to do to earn the patches? What we got to do is we got to pass the dollar value on the Kickstarter. That's what.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
Robert Roberts surprised me. He did not go for the digital. He went for the pin and postcard. He has a weakness for merchandise from fiction.
Hey, bless, man. Thank you so much.
I've got like magnets from what was that Stephen King sci-fi series that was based on the Colorado Kid. It's set in Maine. Well, that doesn't help much. They're all set in Maine, aren't they? Where the whole town had like superpowered troubles. And that place. I had tourist magnets from that place.
That's so cool. I love that.
Well, that's back in the day when sci-fi used to send out press kits to review sites, and now it's like everything's digital, and it's like, yeah, that helps get the information out faster. But you know what? Kind of sucks for those of us who really, because sci-fi had the coolest press kits.
Man,
They did a movie about zombies in Vegas, and they sent out as a press kit a DVD, the advanced screener DVD, okay, in a cardboard sleeve. The cardboard sleeve was tucked inside a wooden case as big as a laptop, full of poker chips, playing cards, and dice. And
that's
you
so
the lid
cool.
Off, and it was like it was the whole. Yeah, I was like, I'd have paid $35 for that at Walmart if I bought a gambling set like that.
That's fantastic, man.
We've lost. It's a bygone era. Oh, back in the day.
Back in my day. I hear you, man. I hear you.
Well, I'm glad to have seen the thing go. I always enjoy seeing creators' things go up while they're on our stream. It makes me feel useful, like we're doing something.
Oh, I appreciate you, man. It's also good company, man. I was just chilling here working on pages by my lonesome. Now we're talking, and I'm feeling energized and motivated and ready to go.
Okay, so you're working on pages.
Yes.
Define paper or screen.
Let me see if I can show you.
You can share screen or you can aim a camera around. Either way.
Oh, I should probably just share screen. We got a big old glare.
Are you okay?
I dropped my camera. Look at me. I'm a professional goofball. Okay, there we go. Now let me share screen. Oh my goodness. What am I doing? Grabbing my thing? Oh my goodness. Okay. Here we go. Let me close my tabs and full screen this. Here we go. Okay.
Close all tabs before sharing screen, because
I don't want to bombard you with my true crime documentaries on the side there. There we go. Lord. So here's this is page 4. Let me go over here and hide the words so we don't spoil nothing. But this is what we're working with on page 4. We got Audie and Gus and their scout leader, Miss Peterson. Miss Peters.
I like how her head's always hidden.
You know who that's a nod to, you know?
Yeah.
Yep. And it just goes through and shows all the all the cookies and stuff. So cool thing with this, the team and I really went above and beyond as far as like detailing things like Gus's sweater,
That is a
giving.
very detailed sweater.
Yeah, I had to make a special file just for it. And then the line work in the background is colored. Yeah, oh, bless. Thanks, Ramen. Yeah, so the art for this, really going all out on. We can see some of the Sugar Scout badges here on the little book.
Whoa, zooming in and it's like enhance. It's like CSI with for comics.
Yeah.
Can you enhance that? You can almost read the words on the patch when you zoom in like that.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's detail. We're really putting our whole heart into it. So then those digital backers, they can really get it in the highest resolution possible. I want everyone to be able to appreciate it in its full glory. So yeah, so this is page 4. This is what we're working with. I think I've actually got page 1 pulled up as well. Yeah, here we go. Here's page 1 and all of its super sweetness. Yeah. So we got our little narrator box up here and all that good stuff.
I love the camera zoom thing that you're doing here, where you've got, the little blonde girl in the front, and you're zooming in on her like it's her story, and then you past her. Nope, it's not her. It's it's
yes, thank you. Yes, see, that's another thing with the storytelling is that's one of the things that I researched was how to improve my sequentials so then they looked better. So when I sketched this page and I sent it over to my team, this is how I sent it in the sketch. Mind you, it was more stick figures and blobs, but the idea was there and the team executed it perfectly. I was floored.
And she's at the comic book store, of course.
Yeah, she's at good old TC Rockets getting her comics in. And I think I have page 2 as well. I can show you guys that. This one has the word bubbles on it, so you'll have to forgive me. There's no hiding.
The deeper here, the more pages we'll see.
Mercy. But yeah, so this is page 2. We get to see the interior. Again, I built a 3D model for this one. So all of the stuff here is super consistent with how it would be in reality. And since it's also based off of a real location, when you walk into the store, this is more or less how it looks. I had to change some things around just for storytelling purposes, but this is basically it.
But you've got a wireframe then of this, of the layout. You don't color it though till it's on the page though.
Yeah, I wait until all the inks are done and the flat colors have been sent over to me, and then I go through and I do all the detailing, the shading, the blushing, the squiggles in Audie's hair. That's when I go through and I do all the good stuff.
Okay, because I'm sitting there thinking like, I would never get anything done if I were in your position because I'd be too busy walking through the 3D comic store and just like, this is so cool. Let me see.
I hear you. It was really fun to make too. Like I got to go into the store and Steve, he's the owner. This is actually Steve, and this is his son Chase. They worked with me on helping me getting some photos taken of the store to help build the model. And the model, I'll just sit there and spin it around for fun, just because it's really fun to play with.
Yeah, and you get these you get so many POVs, so many camera angles. This is, thank you Orson Welles and Citizen Kane for letting us know that you don't have to just look straight at the stage.
Yes.
Now she's still wearing a witch's hat in this one. This is her thing. This isn't something she picked up in the spooky side.
Yep, she's just an oddball through and through. She's buying a copy of Machi the Lazy Witch, hence the witch hat. Yeah, it's a little nod. So although we don't see Machi in this comic, that's the one nod to Machi. So she likes to wear witch hats because she likes Machi. She wants to be a witch too, and she wants to make a lot of friends like Machi. So that's what it is.
So it's not like she's going to click here mouse. The mouse is real slow. It's not like she's going to run into Machi in this world.
No.
But Machi is. It's sort of like if you want to read what Audie's reading, you can buy Machi the Lazy Witch too.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that.
I love it. It's so meta.
Yeah, I figured I had to do something silly. Oh, let me also go back to page. Oh no, it's on this page. Up here we actually have a character cameo from a friend of mine the Mythoverse crew. They have a character in a comic called Changeling. Her name's Maeve. She's really cool. They've actually got like a really cool Halloween anthology that's about to come out. But I like to feature, do these little Easter eggs of my friends and their comics as well. Because I love the indie comic scene. It's been nothing but love here. So I'm doing little nods here and there, cameoing some of my friends and their projects.
Very, very cool. This is going to be a fun book. This is going to be a very much talked about book.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
By the I'll go ahead and take it off.
Yeah, sounds good.
Accidentally. And by the way, 4,000.
Oh snap! Another backer.
Another backer. 75 backers. 25 more to 100 people.
So sweet.
All your backer goals are at dollar levels, right? I mean, you don't have any 100 backers. We're going to add this or.
Yeah, no, it's all at dollar levels. Just because that's how it's easiest for me to budget and finance things.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would love to get as many backers as possible just to get this comic into as many hands as possible. That's the end goal. These covers, I believe it's cover B is going to be exclusive to Kickstarter. Plus Frog, I appreciate you, man. Oh, you guys are so sweet. We got Heroinberg. Thank you so much. Thanks for dropping the link. I appreciate that. You guys are so sweet. So when the comic is done with Kickstarter, I'm going to be working with my publisher because now we've reached the goal and now I can plan for the future. It's so exciting.
So no transfer over to Indiegogo
No, I'm not going to be doing Indiegogo, unfortunately. I did Indiegogo with Machi and it didn't perform much at all, which was like,
everything's got its audience.
Yeah, I know. And Kickstarter seems to be really receptive for things like this that are more all ages and kid friendly. Which I really appreciate about Kickstarter. Unfortunately, the interface just isn't, amazing. So I apologize for that. Thank you for bearing with it. But yeah, so we're looking to get it into stores after Kickstarter. James, that name sounds familiar. I might have seen some. I don't. Unfortunately, my brain is like blip right now. But I might have. If not,
I remember his character. Because he's done stuff. And apparently, I'm thinking of the wrong guy.
No.
So no.
It's all good. It's all
Never
good.
mind.
It's all good. It's crazy though. We're already on our way to the second stretch goal on day 3. I'm overwhelmed with gratitude for everyone who's taken the time to look at the project, and thank you for having me on this stream as well, and as well as last night too, or the other night, August 1st when the comic launched. That was awesome.
Over CromCon where Pops holds court. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
That was fun. That was so fun. You guys were a hoot. I just finished up on Vinny's stream and I was like, I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to walk my dogs. And I'd walked my dogs and the gym did not happen.
You walk your dogs, the gym doesn't have to happen.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right. So, Raven, thank you so much for bringing Audie over to our show, letting us, have a little taste of Cookies and Scream. This is going to be 4 issues in total over
We're
time?
looking at 4 issues. We might be able to stretch to 5, but I'm keeping it at 4 just to be safe.
Now, is it 4 for a story arc and then maybe more Audie later? Or
yeah, we might do more Audie later, but 4 for this arc for sure.
All right. Everybody in the chat, if you haven't heard already, if you're watching this on replay, the link to Cookies and Scream on Kickstarter is right down there, bottom underneath this big square we're in. Look right below it. There's a description line and it tells you how to get to Kickstarter and get your own copy of this. Add this one to your collection. Thank you so much for being here tonight in our chat. If you would, please hit the share button. I don't ask you to hit the like. I'm not begging anybody to like me. If you don't like me, you're not even here anyway. But do hit the share so that more eyeballs can get a look at Cookies and Scream. Your social circles are different than mine, and the people you share it with be different than yours. It all ripples out. So that's how the internet works. It's all plugged in like that. And as always, folks, we just hope you had a blast while you were here.